There's no prerequisites other than as you get into advanced level courses you need to have had some of the foundation courses like beginning drawing and the design class, but like for things like photography and ceramics there's no prerequisites. Anybody can take those classes as part of their electives. And again, we mainly get students that are, not all of them know they want to go into fine arts right away. They've got an interest in the visual arts and in some sort of related field in the visual arts. I spend a lot of my time when I'm not actually lecturing about the content of the class discussing with students what their options are with a visual arts education. That's something I feel like I owe them, you know, to kind of tell them what kind of directions they can take. So basically the studios on those days are open all day. I come in at 8 and unlock the studio. A lot of students try to come in and begin work early, you know, 8 or 8:30. And again, I'll leave them open until the students shut them at night. So usually that's somewhere around 4:30 or 5 o'clock that the place begins to empty out. We just try to keep an active environment in here, let them listen to the radio if they want to during the downtime when I'm not lecturing and things like that. Some people are a little bit skeptical about darkroom anymore because of the advent of the digital camera, but we feel like that fine arts is one place where we should preserve the whole technique of darkroom photography so that that's not lost. You know, when the camera came along we didn't quit drawing and painting, and so when the digital camera comes along that doesn't mean that we should shut down our darkroom. So this is actually going to get moved and set up in a new space when we do our renovation as well. I haven't mentioned that yet, but we're getting ready to renovate. We're going to be temporarily moving out for one year and moving in and across from the Union, where we'll be teaching some of our neater art classes, some of our 2D classes that don't kick up quite as much dust and mess. We'll be offering those over there for that 15-month period, and then we'll move back into our renovated facilities, which will be in the basement after that. And those will include a very large studio, completely renovated, and a teaching classroom and a digital arts lab, as well as a new darkroom. This is something that we don't want to lose when we make our move. We actually have double records, or triple now. I've got them in a recipe box, I've got them in paper form here in these folders, and then I'm also starting to load them on the computers. This is some clay right here that actually comes from OSU, where we built our new building. When they dug the building up, we got some clay out, and we've been slowly kind of getting all of the contaminants out of it. My father was an artist. I fear no art. I'm just very comfortable with it. Again, since I've known about the art studio, I've been comfortable in it all my life. It's just part of me. I went to the University of Kentucky for my undergraduate work. I did attend Catholic seminary for a few years, and then after I got out of that, I had definitely determined that I wanted to be an artist. And so I went to the University of Kentucky, where I received my undergraduate degree in 1984 in drawing and sculpture. And then I worked for 5 years as a medical illustrator for the University of Kentucky, and I taught part-time down there as well. In a couple of different programs, community arts programs. I taught senior citizens, I taught in the detention center for juveniles. I taught a variety of age and interest groups in that 5-year period between undergraduate and graduate school. I attended graduate school in 1990. I started the ceramics program at Ohio State, and I finished it in 92. I lectured down there from 92 to 95, and then I came up here in 95, and I've been here ever since. I work with a figure, a lot of human figure studies from life. These are on ceramic slabs. I also do these on drawing surfaces like paper and canvas and so forth. But I also do other work too. I'm working on some landscapes. Here's one that's cracked, but I can't bring myself to throw away yet. These are from Kentucky, one of my favorite spots. I bring my children in here, and they can do little clay pieces if they want to. And then they're sculptural. They're a little bit more, again, like I said, they're a little bit more playful. There's maybe a little bit more of a sense of humor. And you know, again, I just kind of use that old Almond Joy commercial logo. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. You know, I just refuse to be categorized and placed into one sort of place and told this is the type of art you have to make for the rest of your life. I've always felt like, you know, the reason I chose art was because I could do a variety of things should I want to. You know, I can make work that is sort of irreverent, and at the same time I can make work that is reverent. And this was built, I built this in 1997. It's a car kiln, so the entire floor and door actually of the kiln roll out. And we can build a whole structure inside of it and get an enormous volume of work in there. It's an internal combustion kiln. There's one of the burners right there. We just make I'm pretty much the only one that fires it. I do let the students learn the process. People are always teasing me, asking me when I'm going to blow the school up. I haven't done, knock on wood, I haven't done any major damage yet. I have set off the fire alarms and the sprinkler systems in this room, which set off the fire alarms all over the whole building, and everybody got out of a math quiz on a Friday, and I was actually a hero. For a day for some of those people. I think one of the principal complaints students have had with my classes over the past 10 years is that there's just not enough room, that when we get the easels in there and a few tables, get some bodies in there, that people are tripping over one another. So it'll just be nice to have an improved setting, one that's more designed specifically for the art curricula that we offer here, in addition to the expansion that we'll be able to offer students with our digital arts studio.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Todd.